In other news of this hour, Russian drones swarmed Kyiv overnight, striking residential buildings. 3 people were reportedly killed, while 11 others were injured. Ukraine's military says it shot down 69 Russian drones, but the ones that escaped its air defense systems triggered fires in the residential buildings. Local governments said that separate attacks in Donetsk and Kharkiv killed at least 3 people in drone strikes.
The talks did not bring anything good so far. Look at the result of the talks. People are suffering. Houses and cars sustained damage. I received some money from the government after being injured, and I plan to rebuild my life, work as a taxi driver. And now all my plans are ruined.
In the backdrop of the Russian strikes on Ukraine, President Putin once again invoked Russia's nuclear capabilities. Putin said that while Moscow has enough means to reach a logical conclusion to the war, he hopes there will be no need to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine.
They wanted to provoke us. As you said it yourself, they wanted us to make mistakes. There was no need to use the weapons you spoke about, and I hope they will not be required. We have enough strength and means to bring what was started in 2022 to a logical conclusion with the outcome Russia requires.
The Russian strikes come a day after Ukraine claimed to have engaged in over 100 clashes with Russian forces along the front lines. Russian authorities also accused Ukraine of an overnight attack on the southern port city of Novorossiysk that damaged apartment buildings and injured 5 people. On the diplomatic front, efforts for a ceasefire seem to have taken a back step after Ukrainian President Zelensky dismissed the offer of a 3-day truce by Russian leader Vladimir Putin, with the U.S. stating that it is moving away from the role of mediator between Russia and Ukraine. Zelensky called the move theatrics, while asserting that Kyiv is ready for a full ceasefire. Moscow's offer for a truce coincides with its World War II commemorations on May 9th. Zelensky says some countries had approached Kyiv to warn they were traveling to Russia and had requested safety. However, he insisted that Ukraine cannot take responsibility for what is happening on the territory of the Russian Federation, to which Russia has hit back, accusing the Ukrainian president of threatening the event. More than 20 foreign leaders are expected to attend the commemoration in the Russian capital. They include Chinese President Xi Jinping, who begins a 3-day journey to Moscow from May 7th. The Kremlin has clarified the China-Russia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership will be top of the agenda during the Xi-Putin meeting. The Guard of Honor of the Chinese People's Liberation Army made a striking appearance on the streets of Moscow during the rehearsal of the parade. Other dignitaries at the Grand Victory Day parade will include Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, Serbian President Alexander Vučić, Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan, Kazakhstan President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, and Uzbekistan President Shavkat Mirziyoyev.